If the only way you're getting leads in your business right now is by hoping that word of mouth works or somebody refers you, or even hoping that your grandma goes out there and tells everyone about your business, or that your best friend is able to go and door knock for you or hand out business cards on your behalf, then you don't have a business. You're just hoping that this little idea you have is somehow a winning lottery ticket for you. And I'll explain why this doesn't work, especially in 2026, because we're not in the 90s anymore and we need an updated strategy for businesses that aren't aware of what's going on, especially out here in San Antonio. But before I get into that, a lot of you guys look like this. People out here going crazy. I have experienced it myself. I'll be at HEB. Some realtor is handing out business cards while I'm shopping, while I'm trying to rest and relax. These guys are going up to me, hey, if you ever need something, call me. That's what that looks like on your end. I have people leaving business cards on my car window. This doesn't work. What happens is usually I'll get so irritated, I'll crumble up and throw it away because that is not the right way to grow a business, especially now when we have social media. Everyone is out here just calling everybody, hoping that they will say, "Oh yeah, yeah, I told my uncle about you or I told my friend about you." Doesn't work. I remember when I was like 18, I joined some MLM course about like energy, and they're like, "Hey, call your grandma and tell her that she will save so much money on her electric bill if she just does this," right? A lot of you guys are looking like MLMs because you think that calling your grandma and telling her like, "Hey, I'll give you this much money if you get your neighbor to come hire us." It's not how it works anymore. And then the door knockers. I have a lot of respect for door knockers because these guys are out there every day hustling. But the thing about that is that it doesn't work long term. It works to help you get your foot in the door. After that, you have to scale. You have to build a brand that people love and respect. Not that they see your car outside and think, "Oh, here come the door knockers." That is not the way we're moving out here in San Antonio, especially in 2026. And with most traditional marketing, it feels good because it used to work. It's a proven method, right? That is not the case anymore. A lot of the traditional marketing that's happening in San Antonio is a huge trap. Word of mouth is a supplement, right? Just like you take vitamins, these things have benefits if you do it long term, right? But it's not a strategy for me to take all these vitamins all at once, hoping that it's going to cure whatever is wrong with me or help me sleep better. Actually, it's going to have a terrible effect on my body. And the thing about this as well is that if you're running and building a business just on this, you're not seeing what other business owners out here in San Antonio are doing. The ones that are, willing to risk everything, willing to do whatever it takes, they're willing to say, "Well, yeah, I'll try it out. What do I have to lose? What am I gonna do when it actually works? Because I know it doesn't, it's not gonna, fail on me because I see other people doing it." The business owners that do that are running ads and getting all the clients with ease, right? They're over here calling, DMing, whatever they need to do, but the ads are bringing those engagements into their business while you're over here calling your grandma or you're calling your friends, you're going out there giving business cards like crazy, or even just going to businesses dropping off cakes. That's something I used to do and it doesn't work. So we have one person on this side that thinks, "Oh, if I build enough relation," which is a good mindset, but if I build enough relationships by going to door, dropping off flyers, cakes, business cards, they'll like me. Or this guy is like, "Hey, if I provide enough value through my ad, they'll trust me. They'll go to my profile and they'll see all the work that I've done. They'll see their neighbor on my Instagram and say, yeah, this guy's a trustworthy guy." Who do you think they're going to trust more? The guy with the ad that's actually investing and providing real value for what they do, or someone just going to their business, probably harassing them, harassing their team? "Hey, can I talk to the owner real quick?" No value. And that's why a lot of this traditional marketing is a huge trap right now, especially in the times we live in. And more than likely, you won't win because a lot of these guys are relying on on just building a business or whatever it may be that they're doing. These homeowners, these guys are all trying to avoid the door knockers, right? They're not building business, some of them are, but the ones that want to win, they are avoiding door knockers. They want someone they can trust, someone that they can say, "Oh, we've worked with him for 15 years. He's our guy." They have a sense of pride in that, where they can say, "Yeah, we worked with Jose, we've worked with Priscilla for the past 10 years and she's never done us wrong. He's never done us wrong." And that those kinds of relationships, those are built when you have the right marketing system, not by going to their door at 7 p.m. while they're having dinner and asking, "Hey, uh, whatever it is that you do, Well, how does that sound, right? Like, no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So a lot of you are probably wondering, well, what changed? Like, why are all these proven frameworks that used to work? Like, you probably have parents that like own businesses and they were doing it. Why won't it work now? And the reason is because Instagram is right here. You have the newspaper right here. What are the similarities between these two? One, people would wake up and look at the newspaper. Same thing with their phone. People would be on the newspaper all day. I remember watching movies as a little kid. I don't know if this is like really how it was, but people were on the newspaper, on the bus, in the coffee shops, in the restaurants. They would, have newspapers everywhere. I remember when I was with my dad, when I was very little, they would have newspapers right by the entrance. You grab one, read the newspaper, and then leave. That is not the case anymore. Everyone's on their phone. You go on a bus or whatever, you go to work on your lunch break, whatever it may be, look at how many people are on their phones today. You'll see that 90% of those guys are on the phone, and not to be rude or anything, but I've seen homeless people with phones. These guys are scrolling too. I don't know what they're doing on there, but these guys have access to technology too, and you're still thinking that somehow knocking on someone's door, going to people's businesses, handing out flyers, business cards, or setting up a shop outside a restaurant, because it's traffic, might somehow generate real good results for you. When in reality, you're doing marketing on hard mode. When these other guys who are like, yeah, we gotta implement the right system, we gotta be on their phones 24/7. And a lot of you guys also think, oh, well, what if I put myself on Google? If you look at Google right now, search up whatever niche you're in, whatever service you provide, look at how many more of you guys are out there. I checked a a plumbing company recently. This guy had hundreds of competitors, all fighting for the same leads, all wanting the same ranking. Some people are paying super crazy amounts of ad spend just to be in the top three promos for Google, and that just doesn't work anymore. Especially with AI coming in. Most people, I know for me, I don't Google anything anymore. I just go straight to cloud, like, hey, what is this? Answer in seconds, no having to search, no having to scroll. The answer is there, right? So all these guys are investing all this money on Google when in reality, Instagram is the place to be because everyone's already scrolling anyway. And competition's already doing this, especially the successful ones. And this strategy is the one that's crushing it right now. This is the thing that gets 10,000 people to see your ad while you don't have to go out there door knocking, handing out door hangers, flyers, business cards. Imagine how long it would take you to hit 10,000 people while compared to this other modern and new strategy that's crushing it everywhere else. All you have to do is go to bed and you wake up with 10,000 views. Not only that, you wake up with leads every single day that are one, interested in what you do, two, probably like you, or they probably need someone like you within the next 6 months and they follow you because they like what they saw from the ad and they want to work with you. So when you want to go deeper on this, you don't just run the ad and then leave your entire profile empty because then they'll think, oh, it's just a dead account. You post content, you keep posting content so people can say, oh, wow, this guy or this girl is actually going hard on Instagram. She's a legit business owner. Look at the results she's done. There's no need for Google. There's no need for newspapers. No need for business cards. There's no need for any of that when you have the right strategy in place. Now you might say, "Oh, well, it's June. It's the busiest month of the year. I'm good." Okay, what happens in November when nobody's calling you and you're still going out on in the mall? Let's just say you go to like Antera and you're so worried about where the next lead's coming from that you're just going to everybody and giving them business cards. You're gonna look just like this guy that we saw up here, just like this guy during Christmas time, hoping that you get the closed deal, hoping that somebody wants to work with you. That is not what you want to portray. You want to portray yourself as the authority. You want to portray yourself as the one, like, yeah, I help homeowners out here in San Antonio get whatever it is that they need to do. And the thing is that all that you're doing, if you're still relying on these methods, is pushing people away. But when you have the right strategy and a system in place that can help you grow your business, people are just going to come to you. You just let go of like trying to force everything and just say, I accept that this strategy is going to be the one that works for me. I'm not going to, say, oh, whatever excuses you might come up in your head to say, oh, well, this worked in the 80s. Bro, we are living in a different time where we have AI, where we have social media, where you're able to call someone who's in Mexico or even in Canada. You didn't have that in the 80s. And if they did, it was a very weak version of what we currently have right now. So that's what's crushing in San Antonio and how people are growing everywhere. So a lot of you might be wondering why most San Antonio business owners aren't doing this yet. And it's because nobody has shown you how to do marketing. It's not complicated. A lot of you guys are really great at what you do. You have amazing results. I look at your Instagram pages before I even send you a message or reach out to you, and you guys do solid work. And it's not, your fault that no one taught you how to do this, right? And so if you're a service business out here in San Antonio, you want to see what this would look like for your business specifically, just comment below leads or send me a message on Instagram, and I'll make a personalized video just like this one showing you how you can actually dominate in San Antonio so you can stop worrying about door hangers, door knocking, business cards, cold calling, cold DMing, any of that stuff that takes so much effort into one strategy. Literally just run an ad and you wake up to leads. Let me know. Comment below. I'll see you then and hope to see you in my DMs. Talk soon.